checking in with you guys. You guys are doing well, doing terrific, and we are back with another video. So the intro that you guys just saw, the intention initially was to record while I was on vacation at the Ozark. Oh, by the way, speaking of Ozark, I found out you can do more than money launder at Ozark. If you've seen Ozark, you get the reference. If you don't, that's a bad joke. But anyways, we're back in the gym, and Matt over here is doing RP called Jesus. In case you don't know what RP called Jesus is, that's when you dial up Jesus and Jesus is like, nah son, I'm not at home, I'll call back later. It's not gonna save you, especially when it comes to leg day. So I'm gonna be pretty much documenting training, and also I ask on Instagram, if you guys can follow me on Instagram, SAMOKFIT. That's the YouTube channel, Sam Oknola, straightforward. Follow me on Instagram. A bunch of questions I'm gonna be answering throughout the video. So yeah, sit back, relax. Of course, we got our pre-workout on deck. You know the drill. First link in the description. Support your boy. I'm starving. Yeah, I need some treats I don't have dogs. Support your boy, that's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I'm gonna get after it, crush it. He's gonna be dying, I'm gonna be sort of chilling. It's my week 3 of my mesocycle. So we're both training legs. You training more what, quad focus?
Yeah, more quad focus today.
More quad focus, more hamstring focus, but again, it's gonna be a hard. Shit. Bless his heart. Of course, I'm here for the more support, making sure it's not sabotaging his game, because I'm also his coach. So of course, I want him to make sure it's gonna be showing up ready to go when it comes to show day, and we are maintaining or possibly growing some lean tissue mass also. Without further ado, take this to the dome, and let's get started.
Okay, let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a foe. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand G.O.D. Maybe this cold and I'm talking like no degrees.
First question is coming from Fit MAX, not this Max, a different Fit _ M _ A _ X. I'm gonna put everything on the screen for you guys. I'll tell all you, softball. Depends on who you ask. 6'1", if you ask the United States Army. If you ask the state of Illinois, I'm 6 feet tall. And another question, Zach _ Conover. When massing, should I eat if hungry, even after hitting surplus target? Surplus target, stick to yourself surplus target. It's not one of those things where, okay, let's say I have 3,000 calories per day and I hit my 3,000 calories, so I'm still hungry, I'm just gonna eat more. No, you wanna at least have like a 7-week worth of data, and if your rate of gain, let's say half a pound per week, or half a pound to a pound per week is your rate of gain, and after that week, your rate of gain is around where you want it to be, then there's no need to change it. Just keep running it until you start stalling, hit like a plateau in terms of weight gain. Then you make a necessary adjustment by adding more calories in on a daily basis. So it's the same goes for fat loss, for instance, because I ran more today, or I expend more calories today, so should I compensate by eating more? No, you don't. You just did more than you normally would. So no, do not eat if you're still hungry. Stick to your plan. Achieve what you need to achieve for that week in terms of rate of gain. Then make that adjustment at the end of the week.
This ain't a fluke, I seen it way before it ever happened, it gave me the view. I had to put in my time on the TV, it coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience. You gotta get up and do what it do. So complicated, homie, it's you. Always gonna wait until you in the mood. I been running, came out gunning, stopped the front on you.
Okay, so this is not part of the question that was asked, but something that's very important, or question I get asked a lot. Sam, what is a good rest period? Like, how long should you rest in between the set? So I'm using Max for example. Overreaching, doing pendulum squats. So to say, oh no, I think I should rest 60 seconds. But if you rest 60 seconds, is that gonna be the limiting factor that makes you not reach what you're supposed to do or produce the output that you want in your second set or your third set? If that's the case, take your time, rest. Like I say, use a powerlifter's resting period, meaning 5 minutes, 6 minutes, however long, because again, you're not a powerlifter. If your goal is hypertrophic training, rest enough to make sure your rest period, or you're ready to attack the next set. So the next question, I'm gonna answer that real quick before Max dies from the pendulum squat. So the question is from Focus 5 Finish, my boy Tony, asking for fat loss, what is the best training split in your opinion? Fat loss, mass in face, I think the context of what you need to think of is how much volume do I need? So the volume that you need allows you to kind of just spread your volume all across. It can be upper lower split, It could be push-pull split. It could be bro training. But the context of what you should be thinking of is how much volume can I spread out into how many days, or how much volume do I need? Then that comes down to, okay, how can I spread this out throughout the week? It could be a bro split. It could be, again, upper lower. It could be a full body training. But the answer is, it's not really one particular split for fat loss or for massing. All comes down to, okay, what is the minimum MEV, effective volume, recoverable volume, your maintenance volume that you need per week. Not so much of a what split do I need to, hit to give me the best, bang for my buck. Hopefully that helps out.
It's what you hear, not what you heard. I'ma hang on every verb. I'ma show you what it's worth. Every day I'm on earth till they put me in the dirt. I'ma get into it first.
While Max still recovers.
Hey guys.
Dying. But while Max recovers, I'm gonna answer another question from my boy, Chili Dell 31. What's going on, bro? Appreciate your support. Favorite cheat meal of all time? I don't really have one, but I've been known to love me some Chinese food on the weekends. So yeah, I don't really have one. It comes and goes. Pause. But yeah, I don't really have one. I know, kind of boring answer, right? But I do love Chinese food, and I love cereal. Cereal is typically my go-to, especially when I'm like refeeding, fat loss phase. I am a team Chinese food, and I do love cereal also.
I'ma get into it first until they put me in it. So I'ma get into it first. So I'ma get into it. I can't break, that's the thing about me. I won't put these goals on freeze. I can't break, that's the thing about me. I won't put these goals on freeze. You cannot stop me. I need this bitch and broccoli termination like a rocket.
Oh, my God got folded.
Oh. I was just asleep last night. I need another 9. Oh my God.
It's a good sign of overreaching when you ask him how many reps. It's like, man, I don't even know. I lost count. I'm just looking for effort.
No fucking idea.
I'm looking for effort. Good shit, bro. That was good. You got folded.
Yeah. I'm so uncomfortable.
These body back a beating and I get away scotch free. And I'ma take control, unbreakable. I sense the face, the shakes is cold, the grace is more. Plus it's really the motivation, so it's dangerous. So that's on my neck, homework on my breath. The easy way taking the neck, it's on my chest. No time for regrets, faith in the gym like Steph. Shooting this hood like Cliff.
Question is coming from @tall_set. And the question is, most important goal when trying to get bigger and stronger, expound as to why. I'm not gonna go on a big rant. Actually, I have a video coming out, or it should be out right now, talking about I got fat on purpose. The number one rule, if you're trying to get bigger and stronger, is one, make sure you are in a caloric surplus, because that's the most advantageous place for you to be in terms of gaining strength and size, because you wanna make sure you're recovering properly and you're fueling your performance in the gym. Maintaining and all that stuff, yeah, it's cool, but it's not really the most advantageous place for you to be. And obviously training is very important also. Making sure your training is important, making sure you're training in a progressive manner, and being on an actual training program. And the biggest one that I see a lot of people do is program hopping. Don't hop on the program, stick to your plan, have a plan, have a program, have a structured program. So structured program, be in a caloric surplus, non-debatable. Yes, do a mini cut from time to time, but spend as much time in a caloric surplus as much as possible. A couple of good questions here from my boy, King Godfrey. So at what age is it appropriate for children to begin weight training? Obviously, that's gonna be dependent on a lot of variables. Children should start lifting like, 1 year old or something. No, obviously, balance and coordination is to be important, but some sort of like body weight training is not out of the question. I have 2 little girls, and as soon as they can definitely mimic a push-up or whatever, put them to work. should you still train DOMs or should you wait till you're fully recovered and pain-free? This is a great question because a lot of people think, oh yeah, I've gotten clients ask before like, hey bro, like I cannot train because I'm not quote unquote fully recovered. So if you are, you know, not fully recovered because you have DOMs on like week 1 of your training, you might have come out the gate too strong or too hard. So you might want to, reduce the volume a little bit so it can give you a little bit of a pace to progress throughout your cycle. But ideally, by week 4 or week 5, yes, recovery is going to be kind of just, you know, fatigue is going to be, not as efficient or manageable because, again, you've accumulated so much fatigue from like week 1 to week 3. So trigger that's going to determine should you train is, can you beat the previous performance that you did on the next training session? If you can do that, in my mind, you're still fully recovered. But yes, you don't want to be that, you know, be like that every week that you are training. But at the later end of your training cycle, if you are, you know, getting a little bit sore, you're not fully recovered, you should still train if you can match the previous performance that you did in the gym. Any tips to get a lagging chest up to improve? I actually have a video, I actually have a post coming up, or might be up right now on a reel on IG, giving you tips, 3 tips on how to improve, or if you are, you know, in a plateau. 1, obviously everything starts with making sure you are on the program. If you're not on the program, it's kind of hard for you to manage that because 1, if you're tracking your variable or tracking your data, you can definitely match it. And if you don't have any data to track, it kind of makes it hard to say, oh, this is the variable that I need to adjust. So 1, make sure you are on a training program. And 2, technique. It might just be technique adjustment. If you have a long arm, for instance, maybe you need to bring your arm a little bit wider, maybe you need to bring your arm a little closer, maybe you need to plant your feet a little more, have more leg drive when you're benching. And 3, sometimes you might just need to ditch bench for a little while, go to other pressing movements like a dumbbell movements. Again, it's still pressing movement that's going to get your chest a little bit stronger. Then you go back to that within like maybe after, you know, the next menstrual cycle or something, and that can definitely carry over to you improving your movement. So yeah, I think that is, you know, majority of the questions that I want to touch on. I appreciate everybody that, you know, some of the question. If you like this kind of format, question videos and things like that, drop the comment, let me know, or follow me on Instagram and shoot me a DM or something like that, and we can definitely get some sort of Q&A going. I'm gonna wrap up this video because Max is over here about to die. Because just crushed a leg workout. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
The party ain't maybe this way. I'm taking all of this left to the bank. I'ma deposit and see what it make. Shoot it, so it's reap. I pay the meter.